Hi folks, welcome again to the channel. Juan here from Physical Media EU. Today we're gonna review this Blu-ray release of Manta Lab for the movie Her. Hello again and thanks for tuning in for another review, in this case the Manta Lab Blu-ray release for Her. But before we start, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you are interested in physical media, especially Blu-ray reviews and also soundtracks on vinyl. You can also find me on Instagram with the same handle, Physical Media EU, where I post little pictures of all the items that I review. Now with that said, we can begin by taking a look at this beautiful release. As you can see, it has this lenticular cover. I'm not sure how good that translates into the video, but I will try to post a good video about it later on. But for what I can see, I think the 3D effect is very deep and actually has like a very wide angle for like this animation of sorts to happen. So it is a very good lenticular, I think. So let's move on. Here you have the spine and the back. As you can see here, the pictures have like a bright finish while the side is like matte. I apologize for the reflection, but that's why I post pictures on Instagram. Well, as you could see there on the side, there are two items that come with the release. A steelbook that we want to check out now, and also a booklet. So let's begin by the booklet actually. So here's the front and back. This booklet is only photos, all photographs, and here's the first page. And as you can see, in the middle of the booklet, the pictures actually get very kind of ruined, right, by this. I think even in this case, even if I would try to pull it more open, it would still look bad. But yeah, that's something I'm not gonna do because I don't wanna break the spine, right? I think these ones, the inner ones, they could look better if I were to pull this more open, but not gonna do that. Here's another example. So it's a very nice looking booklet. The quality is very good. The pictures also, as you can see, is very good. The only issue it has is that problem with the spine. Unfortunately, that happens more often than not, and it's really, I think, a questionable choice. Moving on to the steelbook, as you can see here, it's a very beautiful and shiny steelbook, but the main reason why it's so shiny is because it has this protector that comes included with the release. See, it says Her, and also I'm not sure if it can be seen too well, but this is like all zeros and ones, like right, like a binary code, and it has like some spaces here that actually have the same figure as Joaquin Phoenix's face down here. So let's take this out, open the steelbook so you can see both sides there. So very nice. And inside there is an envelope and a sticker, and also of course the disc. There you can see it. Now if I remove the disc, then you can find this image back there. So let's take a look at the contents of the envelope and also this sticker. I put the cover there so it's easier for you to see. But see, it's the kind of, I guess, logo of the movie and also the logo of Manta Lab. And in the envelope, it has like this matte finish that you can see is quite thin, and it's locked here with just with this slip. So let's open this up and see what's inside. So there are a couple of things. First of all, there is this Manta Lab tag, also lenticular. I put this inside, which is like the sticker that comes in the wrapping foil of the release. Then there are 4 character cards. So all of them have the same background, as you can see here. And then let's go one by one, looking at them. So very nice and shiny, as you can see, rounded corners, looks very good, and feels like very good quality. In general, the whole release is very good quality. So let's move on to the last of the contents of the envelope, which is some art cards, which all of them have the same background here, which is in black and white, but all the images on the other hand are in full color. So yeah, this is also, I think, one of the images that was in the booklet. I think also this one. And lastly, this one. Let's talk about the content of the disc. So the first thing to mention here, this release from Manta Lab, and as other Manta Lab releases, this is a region A Blu-ray, meaning that if you buy this in Europe, for example, where most players are region B, then this Blu-ray wouldn't work. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind when buying Manta Lab releases. In my case, besides my normal European Blu-ray player, I still have an American player, so with that one I can see these releases. And now that we talked about the region of the disc, the other important thing to mention are the subtitles. Of course, this movie is in English, so if you are proficient in English, maybe the subtitles are not a big deal for you, but there are only 2 subtitles available in this disc. One of them is in English and the other one is in traditional Chinese. Now, regarding the transfer, it's the same transfer that existed before, so nothing new on that side, but in my opinion, after watching the movie, it is on its own a very beautiful movie, and I think it's well portrayed in the Blu-ray. The picture has very soft colors and soft tones, and I thought that they look very good on the Blu-ray. So I think that picture quality-wise is not that it will blow your mind, but what might blow your mind is how beautiful the movie is, so I definitely recommend that. Now moving on to the audio track, there is only one in English, a DTH HD 5.1. And now that we're talking about the audio quality, I would like to make a mention about the score of the movie. And I have the record as well, so let's take a look at it because I haven't reviewed it yet in the channel. So in the back, there's I mean, it looks like it's nothing, but I'm not sure if you can see well, but you see kind of on the cover there is this frame hung from a wall, and here is the wall without the frame, and you can see kind of these marks on the wall. And let's take a look at the record because it's a very beautiful, very shiny record. As you can see there, the score of this movie was composed by Arcade Fire, and it's really, I thought, a key component in the movie. And in the DTH HD audio track, it sounds very good. Now this is the original sleeve for the record. You can see here it has the track list, but here it has a note about the picture that you saw on the cover of the record. And there it says actually that the director of this movie had that frame hung in her apartment while writing the script for the movie. Remember, they will post a picture of this on Instagram also, so you can read it with more time. So now going back to the disc, the last 2 things to mention is that unfortunately this release doesn't have any bonus features, so that's definitely a downside if this is gonna be your only release of her to own. I found that to be a little underwhelming, especially for the cost that these releases have. And that brings me to my last point about how I got this release. This is not any release, came out some time ago, so in this case is the only choice you have to buy this using some marketplace like eBay, for example. So that's what I did. I bought it there, and after following this release for a while, eventually I found it on a somewhat fair price and I ended up getting it. So that's it for the review. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram if you're interested in seeing these pictures or from previous reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all at Okie Dogs.